Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you're new and hit the like button. In this video right here, we're going to point out the cap, the lies of these race baiters and these gender baiters as well. Lie number one.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women.
Excuse me, Queen, but that's not true. Absolutely not true. And us men, black, white, or any race, know that that's not true because we're men. First of all, define black. You talking about mixed African Americans? Are you talking about black, like super black African Americans? Or are you talking about the ones that's like, what exactly do you mean by black? You can't just say black no more because America is extremely diverse.
Is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding.
See, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Now, when I hear stuff like this, I realize that a woman like this is just race baiting and gender baiting. Now, we as men clearly know the truth from first-hand point of view, especially black men, that number one, you're going to have to define what the black. That's number one. She said, in quotes,
is that as black men age.
Because you can't just say black. That's a broad statement from abroad. More desirable as they get older. First of all, what census is you actually checking? We got an overwhelming amount of people that's into the pill culture. Red pill, blue pill, e-pills. We got a lot of pill heads out there who overdosing on that type of culture. And what we realize is, well, that stuff is destroying what we even thought marriage was supposed to be about.
As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year.
We got mixed blacks. We got gay black people. We got people who hate marriage and despise marriage or seen marriages fail. We got the red pill, blue pill, e-pill. We got the pill heads. Then we got the racist blacks who don't like people of their own race and culture. We got people who not a part of anything, like the gangster blacks and the ones who ruin the image of everybody, like Sexy Red and the people who like that, who ruins our image to the world and amongst each other and to ourselves. Because we look at women that's like that, that promote, we listen to the, we see the music that black women creates. We got women at the highest power making the most degrading music, and they are black. They're ruining what you want to marry a Sexy Red. These women who degrade our culture and our people, their music ain't uplifting. It's not helping black women get married, but black women is the majority of women who listen to this type of music. Black woman music is literally whole culture. So when we see that and then think of marriage, we think of city girls, and hell no.
Because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave?
Not only that, traditionalism, culture, and attractiveness. If your ass is ugly, marry who? So at the end of the day, it's a lot of variations that can destroy the whole marriage thing to black men. Why black men don't get married to black women in college or after college and our desirability go up? No, it don't. Dating apps exist. If you go ahead and make an account and be 40 years old and a black woman, and then be a 40-year-old black man and make an account. You could be an 18-year-old black, 18 through 40, and still make an account. And you'll understand that black women have thousands more options than black men.
No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are,
stop the cap.
Men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us.
And if you're attractive, it goes even further. Matter of fact, a black woman can go online and make money just by posting her body. You understand? If you just a little bit cute, you ain't got to work out nothing. And you can still make money just posting your body, which a lot of them do. And a lot of them promote. So we can't sit here and be like, oh, black men and black women and blah, blah, blah. We all know that college and marriage is the biggest scam in America and not in the world, but definitely in America. Because the mentality, if you look at it, Just listen to the music. Just ask these women, like, what you think about marriage. Not all black women want to get married either. And not only that, college is full of hoe culture. So it ain't going to be no married nothing. You're going to look like an idiot. Getting cheated on like crazy. You feel me? Talking about, me and her was just doing chemistry. No, y'all was getting some, y'all was developing some chemistry, all right?
And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after.
And end up right on welfare. We got enough single moms in the black community, homie. Now you're trying to have some single moms and 2 dropouts.
If that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women.
Black men have the lowest completion rate at 40%. This high dropout rate is partially due to the fact that African American college students are independent, meaning they must balance pursuing a degree with a full-time work and family responsibilities, aka probably got a kid already.
Women, that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men.
How many of these black people is poor, rich? One of those, the social statistic people, who's into that, oh, I wouldn't date that, or I wouldn't date that, or I wouldn't date that. It's a lot of reasons why not to get married. And when you want to talk about race, and when we look on social media and how we look in general, it's just not it. Marriage is not popping. Marriage is not the end goal of relationships no more, because we destroy our own image so much and help and support the ignorance, and none of the good black women stand up and actually be like, yo, we don't support that, we don't like that, we don't do nothing. All we hear is, after like that, and we jam to it and support the ignorance. So you can't sit there. We assume, and not only that, we assuming that we're supposed to marry the same race. Who the fuck? Like, we already, like, first of all, once you start seeing our culture, you try to get out of that culture a little bit as black people, because our ignorance tolerance is so high that we could look Doja Cat last video playing the whole goddamn devil. You feel me? And we sitting up there, black, white, every damn race, because she a little bit cute, except for looking like Xerxes from motherfucking, you know what I mean? We know, but she still, remember her little bit of cuteness that she started out with, that she got rid of after she, became, what you call it? Modern, not modern. We see what she looks to look like and what she do now. And then we looking at her like, damn, she kind of a black woman. Is that what you really want? When you look at the images of our celebrities and what they support and how they talk, I mean, you kind of looking at marriage like marriage. I ain't even thinking of date. No, we ain't gonna go that far, because I love black women. But however, we gonna have to get this lady going up out of here.
And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student.
And some of them is just in school for the financial aid, or because, well, I got out of high school and my parents made me, and they ain't even going for a damn major.
Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college, and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD.
Some ain't going for a PhD, they going for a BBL.
Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood.
So you 40, you single. I'm damn near 40 and single too. What's up? No, but for real though, you 40, you damn near single. You still single, right? So you trying to say that American black women need to get it together and get married before they get 40 and single like you. Still attractive, still able to date. And if you want to be with somebody forever, ever, you actually be more selective. So I guarantee you, if you look at the amount of options that black women have, you will sit there and listen to why she's coming up with this and just realize you just a bitter old woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people is bitter. Marriage take way more than just 2 people saying, yo, I want to get married too. No. because you cannot be shit as well. You could be a hoe, you could be a cheater, you could be a lying ass, you could be a weird, you could be definitely weird. It's a lot of weirdos these days as well. Or you could be a person who explored so many options or did so much dirt that people just want to deal with you. Marriage is like a two-way street, and y'all could be on the same page all you want. Y'all still might need a whole different book. You still might be looking for a whole nother chapter. You feel might be dibbling, dabbling. Now I want to see what that book is about because it look a lot more pleasing or whatever. You feel me? It's the reasons why we ain't getting married. But at the end of the day, marriage ain't it no more. We could that shit, toss that shit in the trash because people ain't even worth our time these days. We understand that you've been everywhere, been with everyone, and can get any man you want, black, white, or indifferent. Stop fucking with us black men. We got to deal with these hoes, this whole culture, these prostitutes. That's all it is. We got to deal with these city girl mentality women. And at the end of the day, our race, out of 100%, about good 50% is the city girl mentality used. Man, oh, hey, I'm pretty for right now, so why not use it? Oh, fuck that. Like, it's so disrespectful that if I go on TikTok and start playing videos of what black women is real, how they really feel, and how many options they really have, then you'll be sitting there listening to this lady like, what's wrong with you, shorty? It's bad enough. We already got it bad. Don't make it worse. Leave us the hell alone. This really was a diss if you pay attention. This was a diss towards black men on not more of us being in college. Because if you look at jail, that's where the fuck they at.
Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
What college are you talking about? So you telling me that college students that's black supposed to date other black college students? What are you saying? So you saying that they should force each other to date, or you saying that the statistics, that just because that statistic is there does not mean that statistic is bad? Have anybody checked the divorce rate? Anybody talking about the divorce rate in America as well? And nobody talking about temptation, sin, and what marriage is supposed to be about. All I hear is, yo, man, it looks like we ain't getting married like that. We, black men and women ain't getting married like that. As if our options are the same and our gender is the same and our experience is the same and we going to college for the same things, and that like we sitting here just all like in a group in the hood, like, all right, when you go, I'm gonna marry you and do that. Like, we not doing selective marriages no more. When here, you marry my daughter and all that. No, it's all up to y'all if y'all want to get married or not, or date people to marry or not. Stop dating the fuck or dating for money. City girls, why don't y'all actually date to get married and stop fucking people before they marry you? But we ain't trying to talk about that because that's damn near impossible for the men and women. Let's just be truthful. And I don't care what race you is. 2023, we dying every day. We got facing diseases and all types of weird stuff going on. How many of these people got diseases? How many of these people got kids prior to college? Let's talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? There's many reasons of why black people ain't getting married in college, shorty.
And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose.
This woman is stuck in her emotions, if that was they choose. She sounds like she's more in her emotions and had a bad date. First of all, y'all have and been had more options than us, period. Not just even based off attractiveness. Because you can tell from videos and videos and videos, you could be the fattest, ugliest woman and still have a hell of a lot more options than a fat, ugly man. So we not even throwing, she told us, oh, well, no matter how fit we are and no matter how good we look. First of all, let a good looking woman, black woman, walk into a gym and see how much attention she get compared to a guy. You understand what I'm saying? We know the truth as men. We know that the privilege and all of this, no, y'all might not be able to get married, but that's based on the culture. That's based on how we represent ourselves. Are you a marriable person? Or are you a person who just enjoying the options and attention? Because these days, most black women or any woman just enjoying the attention that they getting from not just black men, but the world. Most black women that I know, they on 10, 11 dates a damn month. You feel me? No, for a black man, Nigga, that's heaven. You feel that? What? You able to pick and choose and then when you get that power, it destroys your mind and have you looking for option number, option to option to option, and you're not even realizing that you could have married probably the second person that you undated, but you're not thinking of that. They're not thinking of no damn marriage when you got 1,000 options and these apps is out destroying the culture. Dating number one is dead because men are jaded because we realize that when we date these women, no matter if they black or whatever, we realizing that they've been on every type of date you could possibly be on and then some. They done had all the sexual experiences and then some. You're not showing them nothing new. I take a woman out on a date and she been there already. And she been there already. And she been there with already. With six different guys of all races. So you gotta look at it and be like, well, do black women even like black men enough to be marrying them? Are they dating to marry or just dating to date? Or are they just being casual and having casual sex? Because people go through a whole phase in college or in general. So after college, they saying that they're less desirable. But ask them how many men that they sleep with in college. Ask them how many men would have married them in college. Ask them how many, you feel me? You can't just make this census up just because you had a bad date, shorty. We as black people know the truth. And you as a black woman, you probably know what I'm talking about. Just check your DMs. Now, ask a person your age after college, check their DMs. That's a man. I guarantee you it's a whole nother ball game. You act like y'all have no options at all. Do you have no options, shorty?
Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men.
Excuse me, sweetie, but degrees and money got nothing to do with are you wifey material? Do you know how to treat a man? Are you brought up in a good traditional household that understands the value of marriage or what marriage was supposed to be? Because it ain't that anymore. It's 2023, ma. You better download Tinder or something. You better see how many options you really have and how many we really don't. This is. Oh, this is the projects. All right, y'all, I'm outside. Here go the moment of truth. All right, now I see these. I already know even if she look close to this, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? That's. Chocolate. Hold on, no, this can't be her. Damn, these good. Excuse me, can I help you, sir? You know, when you really looking into it, you could really get statistics from apps that's for dating, literally for dating. And you'll understand that most people ain't looking for marriage. They busy being hoes. And I ain't talking about black people. I'm talking about in general. Black men, women, every race. It's not just a us thing anymore. It's a very diverse. We are only 13% of the population in America. Black men and women is 13%. There's like what? There's 331 million people in America. You understand? We are 41 million of those. And that means it's 19 million black men and 21 million black women thus far. So when you look, so it's more black women than men. So if y'all not getting married by the lesser population and y'all more attractive, the world worship women, period, especially if you pretty and you ain't getting married. Maybe that's saying something about where we at in a societal point of view. If that's a word. If that's a word. Maybe I need to go to college with that. Anyway, this your boy SIJ. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button and let me hear your opinion. You feel me? Because we all know the truth. You know, but we got people like this who like to gender bait and race bait and poke the stick at black men. Like, yo, man, come on, why don't you marry us? When we already know why. Society up the image of black women so much that it make it look like all of y'all think like the city girls. That's why. And not only that, we hear what y'all saying on these dumbass videos and podcasts, and then y'all want us to sit here seeing our race degraded, and then want us to be like, oh, well, you know, I still marry it. No, bro. You can marry these nuts.
Cancel no. Cancel the fucking ride then, bitch. What the fuck are you talking to me for?